another episode. Sim City. No. Sim City. Today we'll be talking about Prince. Rest in peace. Prince said a cool thing in the Rolling Stone that I read in the Rolling Stone, and he said that you cannot retire from music because music is not a job, and that's pretty interesting perspective. It's actually like really cool. I really like that because music really is just the expression of your soul, and you can never retire from your soul because you will always be a person as long as you're alive. And that's the thing about music, is that when you become a musician, or you are born a musician, or whatever you want to say the perspective is, you will always be expressing your soul to people till the day you die. So you can never retire from expressing yourself. Even if you go crazy for music and you go into like some jungle somewhere and you hide out in a cave, it's still an expression, because people say, hey man, what happened to Duke Sims? Oh, he lives in a cave up on Dykeman. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's interesting perspective. Game of Thrones, I mean, I feel like back in the days you used to watch fucking Hercules with Kevin Sorbo. Was that it? Hercules with Kevin Sorbo.
Sure.
And then they had Xena, Warrior Princess. And that was dope too. So there was a time where all like the Lord of the Rings shit was really popular. But now the Game of Thrones, it's like captivated the nation. And the Lord of the Rings was rad, man. The Hobbits was a little like, a little slow for me. A little bit, a lot of fucking details. 3-hour movies. 3-hour movies is 9 hours. Lord of the Rings was rad though. I could sit there in the house and smoke blunts and just watch 9 hours of Lord of the Rings. Killer. That guy killed it. That was fucking classic, instant classics. Game of Thrones is dope. Excited to see what's gonna happen. I don't watch the news because they talking about negative things in the news. So I don't know what's happening in the news. All I see is stuff on the internet. What I see recently, well, I'm trying to cut down on my sugar intake personally, and G's would give me shit right now. She'd be like, that's bullshit. You say you're trying to do it and you ain't doing shit. I'm trying to do my best. My dude understanding in America is like, there's a very high addiction to sugar, and even like trying to cut out sugar 1 day a week is what I'm trying to do now. And I feel like it's easier for me not to smoke weed. Like I could go days without smoking weed, but if it's like, if you're like, yo man, I want some juice, you know what I'm saying? Like, a little piece of chocolate or a little whatever. It's very hard to cut out sugar for 1 day. That's what I want to do. Yeah, just sugar. Like even like fruits. Like I heard the doctor say about. He's like, fruits are good for you. It's fruit juice I got a problem with. Yeah. Because fruit juice is just the sugar without the fiber. You got the fiber from the fruit. Your body can digest that sugar and do whatever it does with it. If not, just stores it. Just unless you have this high rate of diabetes and all these things raising. I think there's the correlation, but even though I'm skinny and if I took my shirt off and rock out and look like Iggy Pop or some shit, it's like I'm probably, taking a lot of sugar, because it's like, if I don't drink water a lot, so I drink seltzer because I need the bubbles. Yeah. I grew up with my mom. She was a registered nurse, and then she left that and she became a homeopath. And so I grew up with like the little pellets, always getting the little pellets under my tongue and stuff like this. But it was all about like things are acidic. Acid things in your body causes cancer. It allows that to grow. Sugar, mucus, milk, dairy products, anything like this. And then you got over here, it's like the earth. It's like alkaline things like kale and like things that are like vegetables or things that are green. It's like really good for you. And so like as a society, I guess this Duke Sim City is talking about society or consciousness. And the corporate consciousness of America is like very this. Like, you cannot get away. There's 7-Elevens everywhere. You cannot get away from Hershey's this and Hershey's that. And I'm not saying that in a negative way or coming at people, it's like, I'm eating that shit too, you know what I mean? But I think eventually in a couple thousand years, we'll all like be elevating and fucking on another consciousness, and they'll be over here about like all this green shit. And they'll have ways to sell us the green shit, and we'll buy that product. But it'll be healthier for us as opposed to this. And I think that's why you see stocks going down on certain companies that are like this, and you see the high fructose corn syrup is coming down as a consciousness, and all natural, and then organic, and then like farm raised animals as opposed to like the big system. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I gotta say about that. I started talking about Prince. Yes. We ended up talking about.
It's alright. These could all be different. These could all be different episodes.